you've laid it out perfectly. And in terms of like how this game went, it's just the Arizona Cardinals right now are in a very, very interesting situation. And I don't want to jump the gun, but like it almost kind of seems like it's written in the wall. I'm glad you brought up the 17 penalties to the 1 penalties for you guys. And I'm not going to come out here and say, oh, we were favored. I mean, some of them were a little ticky tacky, but like to see the amount of penalties that the Cardinals were actually getting, it does go to show in terms of like it's coaching, man. It almost kind of feels like there is a lack of focus on this team now. And that's one thing that Jonathan Gannon has been very, very good at in terms of keeping everybody in the locker room to believe in a message. And the message is, hey, we are close. We can still do this. But it's kind of getting to the point when you're committing 17 penalties to 1 and you're causing these penalties very, very, I guess, loosely and stupidly, because any chance the Cardinals had for any positive momentum was called back for a holding call, an illegal shift, anything like that the Arizona Cardinals went through. And it just goes to, it almost kind of feels like these players, I'm not even sure if they're fighting for one specific goal, which is to win. It almost kind of seems like they're fighting for their own personal, like I'm gonna get mine, right? I don't trust his coaching staff anymore, and it goes to show how many penalties was actually shown in this coming Sunday's game. But yeah, it almost kind of feels like the locker room is kind of starting to break apart, or at least there's a little bit of a crevices or little cracks in this locker room. But we got 7 games left. It sucks that we're November 18th, and we are here as Cardinal fans. None of us expected it, but here we are, right? The 49ers absolutely BTA, another division rival for the Cardinals, unfortunately. And let me say one thing. I know you guys travel very well, but I kid you not, it was like 5-1. It's 49ers fans to Cardinals fans in State Farm Stadium. And I even went out the night before, and I kid you not, there was a drove of 49ers fans coming from everywhere. California, New Mexico. I spoke to a few of them. I was like, I'm a Cardinals fan, hey, but we suck, So I was speaking to a few of them, but everybody were pretty positive about this game, But I never thought for a second the Cardinals were going to win this game. There was so much ahead of it. Whether it was Brock Purdy or Mac Jones, they knew what the assignment was, and that was to stay within the division. And unfortunately, the Arizona Cardinals couldn't. They ran into a buzzsaw. They ran into a team that wanted it more. But I guess if we want to speak some sort of positive, Jacoby Brissett ended up breaking the most completions in a regular season game, 47 completions. So kudos to that. Over 450 yards. Absolutely insane. Now, a lot of that came from garbage time. It is what it is, but there's not really much of positive to say. The Cardinals got beat down. We are 3-7. We're 0-4 in the division. We're now starting to think of the draft at this point.